Hey everybody, how's it going? Today I'm going to be duplicating this post that I found via WordPress.com daily post. I'm going to be duplicating it with the new Gutenberg plugin just to see how the overall flow is for that plugin. So if we take a look at the post, Travel with Nano B, we can see that this particular post about finding cherry blossoms in Tokyo is pretty image heavy, broken up by quite a bit of content throughout the entire length of the post. So what we're going to do is go ahead and hop over to a sample site that I built. It's a fresh site, fresh pressable install, and we're going to pretend as though I'm a brand new WordPress user or customer, and I want to create a post that looks just like this particular post about cherry blossoms. So we're starting out here in the WordPress dashboard. Let's say that I've caught wind about this new plugin called Gutenberg, and I've kind of sort of figured out my way around the WordPress dashboard at this point. So what we'll do is we'll start out by finding, I've already installed it. We'll just activate the plugin. And so at this point, typically since I've installed two other plugins, what I'm looking for is a sidebar item to be found. So I see that the Gutenberg is found down here, but so let's learn a little bit about that. So we can see that this is a demo that looks like some sort of a page or a post, and it's brought me to the post slash add new category. I guess it's worth mentioning it would be nice to highlight that, seeing as though I came from down here. So let's say that I've tinkered around with this a little bit, and I've spent some time looking through this, and I've learned the basics of the editor here. Now, let's start creating that post. All right, so I can see the first thing here would be to add the title, and what I'm going to be doing is just um, copying and pasting pretty much to recreate instead of writing everything out. It's worth noting that this particular theme is a theme by Theme Butler, um, which is a paid theme. However, I'm going to be using the Hemingway theme because visually it's pretty consistent with the Theme Butler theme. I believe this is Voyager. So we've got a title, and I believe the first thing here is some text. So let's go ahead and copy this text. All right, it seems to have automatically done the highlight cap here. I'm not quite sure if we're going to be able to duplicate that, but at the moment, that's not the most pressing issue. So after the first paragraph of text, we've got an image. So I'm trying to click out of this. Yeah, I guess there's no like confirmation. Maybe if I just hit the return key. All right, that seems to have worked. But there was no real indication of how to exit that easily. I'm seeing this add image button here simply because I'm familiar with the traditional WordPress editor. This image seemed to look like the add media button, so uh, my eye went right to that. I've also gone ahead and pre-saved some of these images, so that'll help save some time as though I'm a regular customer or user and I'm just uploading them from a gallery on my computer. And of course I don't have the one that I want. So let's save that. All right, perfect. So we'll drag and drop that. Pretty straightforward stuff. I think we'll go with center alignment there, even though it's full width. I don't believe there's a caption. So quick and easy. I'm going to move this tab out of the way. That'll be our preview. Textual alternative. I'm assuming the textual alternative is the alt text. Let's see if they have anything. Nope. Size, we'll go with large. Um, let's just say that I'm a non-technical end user here. So this CSS class, let's just pretend like I don't know what that is. So I'm just going to hide that. I will note that using Gutenberg with a scroll wheel, because I'm old school, I still enjoy the scroll wheel, is really easy. It's easy to navigate through this since it appears to be like an iframe here. So let's preview that. Oh, it's looking good so far. Nice and easy. I'm not going to worry too much about the metadata at this point or the comment fields. I'm going to tackle the sidebar shortly after I get the main content in. All right, so after I've added this, I've discovered that I can click around and it'll add new blocks, or what appear to be blocks. So after this, we've got a subheadline and some more text. So the subheadline is must visit spot. So let's dig into adding that. And okay, I'll try that. Subhead, the style looks a little bit different here, so let's preview that and see how it actually displays. Okay, so it's pretty consistent with how the preview works in here, except this text appears to be a little darker. I'm assuming because of the theme styles. I don't see a place to change the color here. And the theme styles, I only know that because I've worked with WordPress, but um, so it's showing this as a light gray and italic. On the front end, it's a darker gray, still italic. Now, if I wanted to make it bold, uh, all uppercase, and black, I'm not really sure on how I do that here. Nope. Okay, that's for the actual post, and this is for the block. That hierarchy makes sense. So I guess basically it's just pulling the styles from the theme. Maybe it would be worth mentioning that. People might get frustrated trying to figure out how to change that style. What else do we have here? Yeah, there's really nothing that's apparent about changing the size or the color or the style. Anyway, we'll just move along. Next up is that text. So let's paste that in. And again, we'll go back. These are not links, but they're bold. And it's nice that the bold comes over. I can appreciate that. So let's give that a preview. Okay, and let's visit spot. Yeah, the styles are pretty consistent there, but let's say I wanted to give more padding or margin between these two elements. It shows it here, that looks nice, but it's different here. I'm assuming because of the block padding here. But how would I reflect that on the front end? I'm not seeing any kind of advanced styling that I can do to this item. Let's try this one. Edit image, no. I mean, my next thing would maybe just create an empty block in between there. Let's see how that goes. Yeah, that seemed to have worked. There's a little bit more breathing room, but then the block is only noticeable when it's hovered over or clicked on. Well, nope, it seems to have disappeared. So I guess you can't create empty blocks as spacers, which technically is a good thing, but I could see a lot of people trying to get hacky with that. Okay, we're back to square one. That's fine. Small detail, but if folks are trying to have finite control over the styling, um, it appears as though you can only change the styling of blocks of text, paragraphs, and why not headlines? That's probably something that needs to be addressed. Maybe we just haven't gotten there or what. Either way, moving along. What's up next? Next, we have the image of people boating. I kind of wish I was there, but I'm stuck at my desk, which is fine. All right, so let's find that image. Here we go. Of course, it's the second to last one. All right, the image uploads. I guess it would be worthy to mention that the textual alternative here, uh, separate from the caption here, if someone's not familiar with this stuff from the traditional media library, perhaps, well, never mind, there's a description up here of what it does, but I could see people filling this out thinking it is the caption. Let's go with the full size. Cool. Get more robust with cool. All right. Let's preview that. Is there an indication of, okay, I don't know if it auto saves, I haven't been paying attention, but we'll just click that to be sure. That's looking really good. We'll see how this translates to mobile really quick. All right, great. And again, maybe that's a mix of theme styles and Gutenberg. I'm not sure at this point, but it works, and that's all that matters. Okay, next up. I'm starting to get confused with my version versus theirs. Okay, all right, another image. Instinct here is to just add a new block. And again, I should note that I really haven't used Gutenberg too much. I've seen it maybe a few times, but it's feeling pretty intuitive. Um, as a what you see is what you get editor for WordPress. Um, cool. So what are the edit image options doing? Okay, it goes. So if I want to, I guess that's a little confusing. If I have one image selected and I click on the edit image icon, it just brings me to an upload dialog in the media library, not the particular image. I guess all this stuff is basically on the side over here, so I don't understand the point of that edit image. I could see if there may be some cropping, but I'm not seeing that as an option anywhere. Oh, I guess I could go in here and do that. There it is. Okay. I guess that takes three different screens to get to that. Um, it would be nice to reduce some cognitive load there if there was a way to just do that here without making folks go anywhere. Maybe it's planned. I'm not sure. But I'm just gonna fiddle around with what this does. All right, that's clearly a move tool. Looking good. I'm just now noticing that when you highlight over each one, it'll say what type of block it is, which is really nice for quick skimming. Okay, um, up next, large parks and Japanese gardens. We'll start to move a little bit quicker now that I'm getting the hang of this. Let's make that the subhead. There it is. The subhead has the paragraph icon instead of the heading icon. Perhaps it would make more sense hierarchically to have the subhead below heading. This block may not used more than once. Why? Doesn't say why. I don't understand. Sure. We'll transform that into a paragraph. Okay, but then it didn't say why. It's kind of frustrating. I guess I'll go ahead and see what the bold paragraph looks like as a subhead. All right. Well, that's more along the style of what I wanted it to look like in the first place, which is nice, but let me just go back. I guess I'll just change this from a subhead to a paragraph. Make that bold. So I guess traditionally on the web, from my experience, which may not be the experience of a lot of folks doing this, is that you have one H1 tag, which would be the heading tag, the number one heading tag, and then you would have other H tags, which would be H2, H3, etc., and those would be throughout the content. So that kind of clashes with that concept of the SEO and semantics and all that. So I guess I would just want to reason why. Maybe I'll learn more. Maybe there was a learn more. I just didn't see it. But we'll just move along. All right. I think I have the text copied, so let's get that in there. I'm not seeing any links, just bold text, which is nice. It carries over. I suppose it'd be worth investigating if that styling would be carried over from Google Docs, OpenOffice, Word, etc. Um, but for the time being, I'm just going to stick with copying from the browser. I'm going to switch it up real quick. I just had an idea. I'm not seeing it. I'm only seeing text and images in this post, which is pretty straightforward at this point. It's the same thing over and over. I think I just saw a couple links. But I'm actually curious about embedding tweets. A lot of writers these days will reference tweets. So here's a good tweet. I haven't even read it yet, but it looks good. Why you need quantitative and qualitative data. So let's say embed tweet. I'll grab that HTML. So this is a good use case. Let's just say someone tweeted about um, Tokyo, and I want to embed a tweet about Tokyo. And I guess it's worth noting that I can't just click out of this and into a new block. I have to hit enter here. So what happens if I just paste HTML? Okay, so it automatically renders that block quote. That's really nice. Let's preview it. Nice work, Gutenberg team. That's awesome. Cool. I mean, there's really no reference to Twitter here, so I suppose it stripped out all that other stuff here, like the JavaScript, and that's totally cool. That's understandable. What happens if I just um, I believe there are Jetpack shortcodes for that, but that's another story. Let's delete this one. How do I delete it? Remove. Okay. It's interesting to note that there's different terminology in WordPress here. So if I wanted to delete this block, I would have to select remove, um, which I actually can't get to right here. I can't, with the scroll wheel, won't let me go up. I have to scroll up a little bit and then do this. Um, but there's the remove for that with the trash icon. But then if I wanted to basically trash this entire post, um, it's moved to trash with the trash icon. So some inconsistencies there might be worth exploring. Oh, I didn't even think about doing this. I want to rip set a featured image. Let's make that the featured image. No, what does the post have? Okay, she's smelling some blossoms. That sounds really nice right now. I don't think I have it. Yep, there it is. Cool. I note that when I add a featured image, we're no longer in the Gutenberg editor. We're back in the media library. So we'll select that as the featured image. That's cool. Excerpt. I'm not going to deal with that right now, but I'm going to preview this featured image. There it is. Okay, let's get back at it. We have a few images in a row now. Let's I noticed before there was multiple images in a block, but it seems to be replaced by the quote. And what if I do that and I want to add multiple images? Oh, transform into gallery. I guess it wasn't. Okay. Do I want to make that a gallery? Let's see if I can. Yeah, I guess we'll do it this way. So we have that one, that one, that one. So let's get her doing that. There's just so many cherry blossoms. Uh, that one. No, that one. These two. There we go. Drag and drop those. Okay, so it automatically made it like a tiled gallery. 3 column. How would I change the orientation? Show advanced settings? Cool. There we go. Oh, that's looking nice. All right. That's looking interesting. Okay, so now it's back. All right, so let's preview that. Friends, this is looking pretty good. Wait, am I missing one? Yeah, where's the one of her sniffing? Wait a minute. What happened to it? Wait, is that the one I uploaded? I don't think it is. Good thing I'm recording this. No, I think those two blocks just blended together. Um, okay, I want to add another image to the gallery, but I want to add it from my media library. So, uh, um, the only option I have is to upload an image, so I guess I have to upload a duplicate image. Let's see if I can drag and drop. I think I discovered a bug. Okay, so the drag and drop seems to work. No, wait. Come on. There we go. This one, I didn't want there. Sorry, this is just the stream of consciousness at this point. Bear with me, folks. Okay, those look fine. All right, let's save that and then preview again. Cool. Let's get back to adding some text. Bam. Next. Starting to get the hang of this. It's funny, this. Oh, okay, it's an add block. I haven't been using that. There aren't any captions below these images, so I'm going to ignore that. Hit enter again. All right. These folks sitting under here. What happens if I just drag and drop? Let's remove a step. There we go. Ooh, that's nice. Ah, that's weird. This just shows up now. This little caption for this block, it was been blank before. That's colorful. Well, now that I know I can do that, perhaps I can just drag all my images in and then arrange them after. I don't even think I have that one saved. I guess I didn't save all the images. Pardon me. Or I did, and I'm not that smart. Good times. Okay, so we'll add that. Save draft. Preview again. It would be really cool. I don't think it's possible, but if, let's say, a user or a customer was down here at the bottom and then wanted to preview, it would load the preview in the same spot that they were in the editor. One can dream. Okay, so we've got that. Let's find a bunch of different images. What do we got? We got the petals, got that, got that. All right, there's quite a few of them. Let's just dump them in, see how it goes, shall we? Is it going to upload them as different blocks, or is it going to consolidate them as a gallery? I wonder. We'll do that one. Those two. Let's just do a whole group. Here goes nothing. Okay, so I dragged them all in, and it's making them into a gallery. So I can't drag them all in as separate blocks, which I suppose is nice that it automatically does that. What if I transform it into an image? Will they all be singles? Oh my god, they are! That's awesome! Dope! And then I can just quickly arrange them. You know, I'm getting a little unorganized since I'm just dumping photos in, but you know what, that's fine. I don't need to copy it exactly. Drag those in. This should maybe be a loading screen. I don't know. Back here. Transform into image. Feeling good about my life choices right now. Okay, so let's get back to organizing. How would I, there's no like delete. I don't see options like if I just want to get rid of this. Yeah, I suppose it'll disappear on its own. I don't know. Oh no. Okay. So, where were we? Here we go. After that highly saturated image, what happens if I want to, oh, okay, like it just detected that I wanted to get in there. Cool. So, the petals, let's move that up. I think I uploaded that one. Bam. Can I drag and drop this? No. There's some weird behavior there. That's fine. Ooh, it stays with the photo. That's great. Beautiful. Okay. Let's save that and see how it's going. Kind of wish I was in Japan right now. Cool. All right. Cozy neighborhoods. What happens if I grab both of these at the same time? No. There we go. Okay, cool. Two blocks, two different blocks. That's really nice. So maybe it would make more sense to just copy and paste all the text and then insert the images. I guess that's a workflow question. Personal preference. Cozy neighborhoods. What's the image below that? That beautiful canal. I don't know if I have that. Sure do. I think it's really nice that it follows it up. Right, was that copied without the space? Okay, so it was a line break here. But due to the width of the editor, wait, yeah, due to the width of the editor, formatting's a little different once. There we go. Or maybe it was copied that way. Anyway, moving along. Blossoms, lanterns. Let's move them up. I wonder if I can select two at a time. Well, first I gotta get the lanterns in there. There we go. Let's do that. Let's move it up. Let's move it up. This and this. Can I select two? No, the shift button doesn't seem. I don't know what's happening right now. It's jumping around a lot. I guess I'm just navigating through. Okay. Oh no, it was highlighting them. Well, I guess that's a little buggy. Let's just click on this one and this one. Are they highlighted? They're both highlighted. Can I move them both up at the same time? Oh my God. This is great. Beautiful. Slick work, friends. Slick work. All right, there's a link in this one. Let's see. Cool. Hold it over. Or at least it appears to. Let's preview. Excellent. All right. Blossoms and an umbrella. Found it. Cool. And then the map. Went too far. Easy fix. Text. And then her sitting. I guess it's a little quirky trying to add a new block in between things. It's nice that there's an option to click and then add the images manually. I'm assuming for keyboard shortcuts, which is wonderful. Which one was it? There's so many of her sitting. I don't think I saved that one. Maybe I did. Maybe there's too many images. It's 28. Okay, I've got that one. Pardon me. Stream of consciousness again. By this point, I just trust Gutenberg to finish loading the images so I can go back and do my thing. But it's incredibly intuitive at this point. Whoops, what just happened? Oh, I love how it brings all the blocks up when you do that. Nice work. And the two women at the cafe. It's already there. Good. Wait, did I just... I wonder if I can highlight multiple ones. I just added duplicate content. What happens if I just press delete? Oh my god, it deletes them. Who would have guessed? That makes me so happy. I think I just messed up my content. Okay, let's move this up. All right, great. That's her sitting again, and then the bikes, and her standing. Great, that was all in order. Well, where did these come from? I'm getting lost. Oh, what's going on here? What? Oh, I copied the whole post? Well, there's the dangers in copying content, folks. Well, it was nice how seamless that was bringing them all over. That's actually pretty funny. I can't just select this one though. Goodbye. Actually, let's if I select multiple blocks, which is kind of difficult with some of these, can I delete them all? Oh, good, so good. So good. Classic me trying to embed everything at once. Gets kind of difficult to select the paragraphs, paragraph blocks, I guess. I'm holding down the shift key and okay, there we go. Anyway, moving along. Guess I'm starting to move a little bit too quick. How much stuff did I copy over? I wonder. I copied all the comments. 129 comments. Whoops. Where was I? Okay. It was right here. So that's actually a great point. I actually just copied the images and pasted them in. Are they hot linked or are they actually in the media library? No, see, yeah, they're just hot linked. So I definitely don't want to do that. It would be really nice if it saved them, but I guess there could be some copyright issues there. Um, what happens if I try and just highlight? Is this working? Yep, I guess. I don't know if this is gonna. No, hitting the delete key is not doing anything when I highlight things like this. I guess it didn't highlight the blocks properly. What happens if I hit remove? Nope. Well, here's that bug again where I can't scroll up unless I'm higher. Well, that's kind of cool. I really dig that it copied the styling of the metadata. Not exactly the same, but I mean, that'll do just fine. All right, so let me just finish cleaning this up. We'll just keep this, share this stuff. This iframe's gotta go. I can see some block bloat happening when stuff is just pasted in, but I mean that's really on the customer. Good old trial and error. Anyway, how's life, everyone? Hope it's good. Ah, gotta get higher. You know what? This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna go to the bottom, right here. Is edit as HTML the whole? No, it's just each block. What about document? Can I even view the HTML? Let's save that draft. Okay, so I can see the HTML. Oh, I think this is what I'm looking for. Oh, okay, it's got its own short codes or comments that are transformed into HTML. That's nice. And quick cleanup. Should have done this earlier. Okay, so how do I switch back? Do I have to go back over here? Feeling pretty confident, friends. Feeling pretty confident. Let's give this a preview. Let's go back to this. We have the likes, get the author stuff, comments. That's all WordPress related, not Gutenberg specific. Oh my goodness, it's looking wonderful. Now, are these images clickable? No, they're just embedded. Okay, so what happens if I actually want to make those clickable? Oh, that's weird. Yeah, that's not fun. What happens if I want to just make the image link to itself? Yeah, so I'm accustomed to being able to make the image link to itself or in, like an attachment page or whatever. So I guess I'm just not sure about how to do that here. Okay, that's fine. Let's go ahead and publish this. You ready to publish? Last minute checkup. Yeah, let's do it. Okay, it took me out of Gutenberg into the post. I mean, it's looking pretty good for a linear. Cool. What else is different? Okay, there's a drop cap. I don't. Oh yeah, let me edit. I don't think I can do that here, can I? I don't. There's really not many formattings. Nope, that's for the whole thing. Reset. I like that reset button. Oh, drop cap. What? How did I miss that? Okay. Uh-oh. Did I break it? I guess I broke it. Maybe if we update? Okay. I like that. Look at that drop cap. That's fancy. How does it look on mobile, though? Don't mind how cluttered my desktop is. I don't ever look at it. Chrome's always open. Great. That's looking pretty snazzy. Not an exact replica, but it's a different theme, so that's fine. And there you have it. Gutenberg looking pretty good with the simple stuff. I guess we can continue. Oh, oh, I almost clicked this one thinking it's almost in line too good. What happens if I do click that though? Oh, that's nice. I don't even know that was the thing. I wouldn't guess that. How do I get that back? Info? Oh, wow. Oh, look at that. Oh, wow, that's fancy. What is this, like a hierarchy grader? That's nice. About that sidebar. There we go. Oh. Oh, I get it now. Okay. So I can actually turn these. Heading is actually. No, I don't want list. Heading. Go back. Go back. See, I'm like hitting Command Z to. Okay. Okay, that does work. But it takes two. I have to hit it twice for it to actually go back. Okay, so I can, when it's a heading, I can tell it to be a different heading level. I didn't know that was a thing. Maybe that should be root level. Then what is the subheading for? I don't understand what the subheading's for. Let's make those H4s. Let's see how that goes. I'm not even previewing anymore. That's how confident I am. That looks a lot better. I also want to get rid of that caption since that's not included in the actual post. Where are those? There's just a lone block hanging out. Oh no, I'm getting tangled here. It's not letting me. Okay, there we go. Bam. I mean, it does make a lot of sense, and I'm getting quick at it. However, I still think I would have noticed it sooner if each heading number was root level. What would be really cool is if you click this now, and let's say I wanted to add a new block. How can I get, how can, now where's that add block when you want it? Okay, so it adds text. If I did this, and in the drop down, it right here was like in parentheses H1, H2, H3, H4, or whatever. I don't know, something like that. Cool. Um, make sure I update that while that's going. I don't think there's anything out of the ordinary here, which is pretty simple to get a hold of, a hang of. But let's say I wanted to add a gallery or something. Let's just tinker. Let's tinker for a minute. Bear with me, folks. What can I do here? I can add a list, add an image. I can change the background, alignment, text color, the size. Yeah, I mean, I wonder if people are going to overlook this. I know it changes automatically when someone highlights a block, so I think that's great. Mm. All right, I'm not going to waste any more time of you all. Thanks for joining in. This is looking pretty good. Time to write that post.